Yo, what's going on, guys? Back at it with another video. This is Akram. Um, my bad. It's been like 4 or 5 days since I posted my last video, but this video is going to be going over specifically how ego will turn you profitable in day trading. Now, you guys heard me say in the past how you need to kill your ego and you need to not be arrogant and not associate the market with pride and your self ego, right? You have to kill it. You can't be too arrogant and think that you're always going to be right in the markets. And I always tell you guys to humble yourselves. But with this video, I'm going to explain how arrogance and ego are two different things. A lot of you guys are arrogant. A lot of you guys think you deserve profitability. You guys think you deserve that whenever you enter the market, that the market should just listen to you. You deserve to make tens of thousands of dollars. And the only reason you're not doing it right now is because you're unlucky, or market conditions, or your mentor, or your strategy, instead of looking internally. So your arrogance won't let you, or won't allow you to look internally and self-reflect and blame yourself for everything. This is completely the incorrect philosophy towards day trading and towards any business and any aspect of life as a man, like even with relationships and shit. If you can't self-reflect and look at the problems that you're doing with your relationship because of you, that you're causing, then your overall just never, that relationship is probably not going to work out. Same thing with trading, but there's a difference between arrogance and there's a difference between having an ego. Now, having an ego specifically with day trading and how this will turn you profitable is because only 3 to 5% of actual traders like make it in trading, right? So for the individual watching this right now, you obviously, as a day trader, think that you can become profitable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. So you need to have an ego, which a lot of you guys don't. A lot of you guys have no pride behind your last name. You guys need to be developing a massive ego. Because what makes you think that you're going to be so special that you're going to be that top 3% or that top 5% that actually end up turning profitable and consistent in trading? What makes you think that, bro? Genuinely. Like, why are you trading, bro? Do you genuinely think you're going to be in the top 3 or 5%? If that answer is yes, and you're trading every day and you're working very hard towards making that happen, then you probably will, right? And if you're doing everything necessary to be in that percentile. But for most of you guys have that arrogance of, yeah, I'm going to be in the top 3 or 5% of traders who actually end up turning profitable and consistent, but you never back it up with action. You never back it up with hard work. What I'm telling you guys to do is develop an ego, a massive one, right? Everyone tells you guys to not have an ego and to not be arrogant and all this shit. Fuck all that. If you want to be successful in this business, only 3 to 5% of people are going to make it in this business. You have to compete, or you have to outcompete every single person who tries trading. And you have to have it in the back of your head constantly that you are going to be the best, that you are going to be in that top 5%, that you are going to be the anomaly, that you are going to be like that top 1%, bro. You're going to be outside of the norm. This needs to be in the back of your head. And if it's not, you don't actually believe in yourself, and you should probably just stop this shit, dude. Because you don't have what it takes. What it takes to turn profitable and consistent in day trading is to have a fucking massive ego, massive arrogant ass ego, and back it up with hard ass work. It's almost like a level of delusion to be the top 3%, to think that you as a normal person could just randomly become the top 3 to 5% of traders who actually end up turning consistently profitable and hyper successful. It's a level of delusion. You have to have a massive ego. Most of you guys, though, you guys think this, but you're just arrogant. You're just a dickhead because you don't back it up with action. So you're just a cocky bitch. But if you are the individual who thinks that you can become one of the best traders in the world and in the top percentile of day traders and actually become really, really hyper successful with day trading, and you back it up with action every single day, you're going to be a successful individual, bro. If you do everything necessary to become successful, and in the back of your head you know that you're going to be hyper successful, and you're working towards it every day, 10, 12-hour days, just constantly working on your craft, you're going to become a successful individual. It's almost guaranteed. I don't see how you wouldn't. So this is where you guys lack. This is where you guys lack. You guys think that you deserve profitability, and you're not willing to work towards justifying that ego, thinking that you deserve it. So overall, you're just an arrogant, cocky piece of shit. That's where like 90, I want to say 90% of you guys are mentally. Where you need to change this mental frame is develop an ego, understand that you can be, as an individual, a hyper successful individual, and be in that top percentile of day traders that majority of people cannot get to. And then work to justify it. Work extremely hard every single day. Backtest every single day, journal those results. Hindsight trade every single day, journal those results. Forward test every single day, journal those results. Watch your mentor's lecture recordings and take notes. Right? Build psychological control outside of the charts. Journal all of your trades. Look back at your journal. Figure out what you're doing wrong. Self-reflect. Get feedback. Genuinely try every day. You guys need to develop a pride for your last name and an understanding that you only have one life. You have one life, bro. You need to start developing some form of honor and dignity behind your name. It's where most of you guys lack. You guys don't give a fuck about your lives. You don't give a fuck about the people around you. You don't give a fuck about your last name, your family, where you're headed in life. Most of you don't give two fucks, bro. You just care about when your next high is going to be. You give a fuck about when your next trip is going to be. That's the only thing you care about. When is the next hangout going to be? You have no sense of delayed gratification. You have no sense of honor or dignity of your name. You don't give a fuck. You're willing to sacrifice today's progress for some fun or some cheap dopamine in a heartbeat. You don't care. That's why you're failing. That's why in God's eyes, you do not deserve profitability, and you will never turn profitable if you continue down this path. In God's eyes, you don't deserve it, because there's people like me who lose sleep over this shit and work extremely hard every single day to justify my ego. I genuinely think in my head, without a sheer doubt, I will become one of the best traders. Obviously, I don't say this shit out loud. I don't. I keep it in the back of my head, and I always have been. Up until now in this video, I'll tell you right now, this is how all hyper-successful individuals think. In all realms. Boxing, online business, trading, anything. Any hyper-successful individual, in the back of their head, they think, I am going to be the best, and no one else is better than me. No one else deserves more than me. I will go get whatever I want. Keep it in the back of your head, though. Don't be a fucking dickhead and start telling people this shit. Keep it in the back of your head. Work extremely hard towards justifying it. You guys should be pissed the fuck off, bro. You should be pissed off. This curly head kid is doing your yearly salary in a month. Curly head retard kid who looks like he's 14. How does this not piss you off? How? I'm living your dream life. How does this not piss you off? You need to have some fucking honor, bro. Some respect for your name. Develop an ego. Develop a massive fucking ego. Keep it private, keep it in the back of your head, and work to justify it every single day. You will become the best. That's what you need to affirm to yourself. A lot of you guys don't have that. A lot of you guys just have arrogance. You think that you deserve this shit. You deserve profitability. And that it should just come to you randomly. And so instead of self-reflecting and getting feedback and blaming yourself for everything so you can fix those problems, you're just blinded by your arrogance, and you just blame everything else instead. You blame market conditions, you blame prop firm rules, you blame your mentor's strategy, you go find a new mentor, all this shit. That is your problem. So develop an ego, keep it private, and work extremely hard to justify it. And I don't see how you wouldn't turn profitable. I don't see how you would. You wouldn't. That's the secret. That's what they don't want to tell you. And I don't even know if I'm going to really drop this video. It's low-key too much sauce. I will be the best, bro. I will have the best results in my Discord. I will have the best Discord. I will be the best mentor, the best trader, the most results, the most consistent. You need to think the same, bro. It's the only way you're going to get to the top. But I'll see you there. Peace.